At the end of the day, we create autonomous building with exceptional resident experience. So Venn mission was from the very beginning to create a sense of belonging for people in their homes and neighborhoods. We actually built this solution for ourselves, my co-founder and myself, back in 2016. We fell in love in a neighborhood in the South District of Tel Aviv, and we just moved there. So we bought a building, and then we bought the building next door, and we brought a bunch of people to live with us. And little by little, we bought about 1,000 apartments in the same neighborhood. And one day we just found ourselves as the owner, the asset managers, the property managers, the experience manager. We initiated about 50 different collaboration with small businesses that we brought to this neighborhood. And it was all to achieve one simple thing: to walk down the street and to see familiar faces, people who we know, to go to the local coffee shop and the barista will know us by our name. And it was magical. It was really magical to see how this entire thing evolved. And after about 3 years, we've seen that we had a huge impact on the real estate. We almost quadrupled the price per foot in the neighborhood because we created this amazing sense of belonging in a way on one hand, but in the other hand, we create a seamless living experience from a month before people moving in until a month after they leave. So this is how Venn was born. 2018 was the moment that Venn was born, when we realized that we want to replicate this model and to productize every single touch point between the resident and the operator through the entire resident journey. So I don't think we realized what we are going to build, because it took us 5 years to launch the product. We thought it would take us about 12 months. And yeah, in 2022, we launched the product for the first time in the US. The US, the biggest multifamily industry. There are 48 million apartment units for rent here. And we convinced someone to take our product. It was Kansas City, 500 units. We grew from 500 units to 7,500 units in 2022. And right after, the year after, we grew to 30,000 units. I think we're going to end up this year with about 200,000 units. We just launched one of our biggest partnership ever with 95,000 units. And I'm excited. I start to see everything comes together. But back to your question, at the end of the day, we streamline every single touch point between resident and operator, and we change the entire paradigm in this relationship. And we make people stay longer, and we create new line of revenues for the operators and make the resident way happier. And it's all on one platform, one operating system. In a way, I want to say that we're probably building the Apple of the industry.
Are there any other companies out there that are like you? I mean, how are you standing apart from others that may be in this industry?
There's a lot of companies that say they do something similar, but at the end of the day, it falls into a very niche category of being an app, or what we call a skin platform, which is connecting a lot of different solutions in simple links or redirect links. I think that before I go to the product, I think what we've done very well from the very beginning is to build an exceptional team. And I think we have the most inspiring and great team in the industry. We have about 90 people that most of us are product people, engineers, and designers who build the product-led company with solutions that will stay forever. So when we think about the differentiation in the product that this amazing team create, I think there are 4 pillars that set us apart. First of all, we are part of the entire resident journey, from a month before they move in, how they search the apartment, how they run their applications, sign the contract, all their moving date, all the services they need, all the communication system, all the way to the move out. We are the only one that do that. Second of all, we are the only company in the industry that really create engagement with the customers, with the resident. We have more than 80 different interactions per resident per month, which is unheard of. The third part, which is, in my point of view, is the most important part, is the data that we collect. This behavioral data that combined with the operational data is the gold mine in today's world. We are in a new era, right? The AI era has changed our life in the past year or so. All of a sudden, it make us all think that it's very reasonable, that there is someone who is writing and typing everything that we used to do. But in today's world, if you don't have the data and you don't have a structure, an organized data set, this AI worth nothing. And data have been commoditized. So when you combine the data with the structure, when you combine the AI with the structured data set, this is where the magic all come together. And this is what's allowing us to improve every second, every day, every month, the resident experience, and to provide tools to the operator to streamline every single workflow. So at the end of the day, we create autonomous building with exceptional resident experience. And we are the only one who do that, by the way, for the entire resident journey.
All right, and finally, Or, tell me, as you look to the next 12 months, what are you focused on? What are your priorities?
So obviously, right now for us, it's about growth, but it's going to be smart growth for us. What does it mean, smart growth? We are focusing on the top NMHC 50, which is the National Multifamily Council. These are the most influential multifamily companies and operators in the industry. We decided to take a very strong approach of keep building exceptional experience while growing. So we're not going to grow to million unit next year, even though I believe we can. We still want to make sure that the next 12 months, it's all about quality. So we want to see 5 to 6 partnerships with the best operators, like the one we just landed, and to create an exceptional experience. We want those residents to say, this is the best living experience we ever had. And we want the operators to say, this became the easiest way for me to make their life easier. And once we see this, and this already happening, but to see it at scale with 200, 300, 400,000 units next year, I think that the distance to 2.5 million units, which is our next business milestone in 3.5 to 4 years, I think this is going to happen organically. So we're going to keep focus 80% to 85% of our effort into the quality and still keep 15% of what we do to growth. And this will shift, I believe, after 12 to 8 months. So growth, but very smart with quality.
Or, it's been wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thank you very much.